What is up, everyone? Movieworm back again with another episode reaction to Line of Duty, and this is Series 6, Episode 2. Now, I've wrote down a lot of things here that I just thought might be worth taking note of, but I just want to let everyone know this is not an episodic breakdown. I'm not surveying every single moment of the episode or anything like that. It's literally just finished 2 minutes ago, so there's some things that I'm probably going to miss. I'm not an expert of Line of Duty, you know, sampling everything. There will probably be breakdown episodes out tomorrow or something if you want to find them. These are just my quick fire thoughts on the episode as a whole. And before I get into the niggly bits, I just want to say it was a good episode. You know, I always like the interrogation scenes which happened towards the end, the last quarter of the episode there. It was a really tense and exciting moment, really. And India and Dunbar come out with some corkers once again, which I'll get into in a minute. But it's not the most explosive season or anything like that up to now. I mean, nothing totally crazy has happened, like the young detective getting pushed out the window in Series 2, stuff like that. None of that's really happened as of yet. But we'll just get into it now. Bear this in mind, like I said, it's just a quick fire thought video. That's all it is. It's just a bit of fun, really. Okay, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who got in the comments last week. It was good to see everyone discussing between themselves, like a little forum going on there of what might happen and stuff, and everyone was civilised. It was really nice. So yeah, feel free to do it again. I have got a big comment that I'm going to read out at the end here because I think it's going to have some significance, and I think it's a very, very good spot, and this is someone who spotted it last week, so I'll get into that at the end. But basically we just seen Davidson, very happy to see Farida go, get a transfer there. She's happy to, you know, the way she said to Buckles, she'll be someone else's problem. She was happy about that, which I thought was worth noting down. We find out Gail Vella was reporting on sexual trafficking, basically, with, or not trafficking, but, you know, police officers involved with Jimmy Savile. So we do feel like, you know, in Series 3 or 4, I think it was, where the top cop got arrested, the chief, or the retired chief, sorry, it might go into that again. So it looks like it's heavily linked with that in parts, but she could have been reporting on something else, I don't know. But I think it's going to be something to do with that. Hastings get a call and dismisses, yeah, so Hastings got a call and dismissed Steve quickly. I think it was Corbett's wife, I think, down the stairs. Vella's partner felt like he was... Gail Vella's partner, sorry, yeah, they interviewed him, and yeah, I thought there was something a little bit there, because he just said really quickly, oh yeah, I've already spoke to the detectives, what you want. It was like he was sort of trying to get rid of them, but he did comply. They found a little bit more out about Gail Vella there, and then we find out that the killer has actually took Gail Vella's computer, and this was confirmed towards the end of the episode, and he's just put a totally different computer there, so it wasn't even there. There's a little sound clip on there that they were investigating. Steve got a promotion, and he doesn't really want it, does he? I mean, he was talking in the last episode about getting out of AC-12, so it maybe come at the wrong time for him, or a little bit too late, but he's got on with it anyway, and they're investigating Davidson now. So there's something that really struck me here in this episode, and I might be totally wrong, but I just feel like there's something moody about Chris. I think his name might be Lomax, I'm not entirely sure, but it's more Joe Davidson's partner who was interviewing Terry Boyle in the last episode. Something just struck me in the middle of the episode there where I thought, he might be up to something. And I have just quickly before I come up here, went to episode 1 to see if Chris was first at the scene of the Chiz's death, and I was just thinking maybe did he get the Chiz's fingerprints and put it on the knife there or something, but he wasn't first at the scene. However, I do think them prints have been put on the knife on purpose. Obviously, it's definitely a big setup there. It's so obvious. But I just think one of Joe Davidson's team is definitely involved in this a bit more than we know, and I think it might be Chris. I might be totally wrong there, don't take that, it's just a little guess, basically. But there was just something in the middle there that just struck me. And Joe Davidson at the end of the episode said, well, you better start investigating my team as well. I know that's probably to take the heat off her. I'll get into that in a minute. Carl Banks was murdered, of course. So I just spoke about the knife there. Ryan Pilkington, the member of Steve Corbett's crime squad in the last... Alright, Steve Corbett was an undercover cop, but you know what I mean, the organised crime unit. He is now doing a Departed style switch there. He's a criminal in the police. So he's finally in, and he's on Joe Davidson's team there. So one to look out for. Vicky does... Vicky. I'm calling her Vicky. Kate, her name's Vicky McClure in real life. She recognises him from somewhere. She just can't quite pin it down. So that could be interesting, something to look out for there between them two. So people are saying Kate is undercover, deep undercover, that even H and stuff don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that. But the theory videos I looked at, the guy was 70% sure that she is. But she's been undercover before and been found out, so I think that is way too risky. But like I said, it's past, it might be someone else who's put her undercover there, not H, and even Arnott doesn't know and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think she is undercover myself. I think she has personally just moved on. But next episode, I could look like an idiot there. So, and then she did tell Davidson that AC-12, we're going to arrest her, and we do get the Davidson interviewed. Davidson does get interviewed in the end, and this was probably my favourite moment of the whole episode, because I just love the way Hastings conducts these interviews. He's always got something up his sleeve, and they ask, before we get into that though, Steve Arnott went to see Steve Corbett's wife as well, and there was a little bit of sexual tension there. I don't know, she sort of seeing him out. I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with the rest of the episodes, but so H is mentioned again in this episode, so it does look like it's going to go down the road of looking for this H character. The last one, I think they found 3 of them, Jill and stuff. So the 4th is still out there somewhere. Who knows what it is? But we get into David's interview here. Now, this was the best moment of the episode. Like I said, I always love these little interviews. And Hastings is hilarious, isn't he? I mean, when he asked her about, oh, you just seeing that? Like she said, I seen the guy in a van. He wasn't looking on his phone. He wasn't, looking around. He was fixated on the betting shop, and he's like, "Oh, you got all that in a fraction of a second there. That is like, quite what's the word? Quite clever that she's seeing that in a fraction of a second." And I just laughed the way he said it, but he is spot on. And Davidson would not snitch on Buckles, really, would she? But in the end, she does say, I think you better investigate them. I think she didn't want to stitch him up there. She's trying to remain focused and calm in there. She's trying to see what AC-12 are going to throw at her. They went on to talk about Terry Boyle and the semen being found. And Davidson did want to go down the road of carrying on blaming Boyle. But I think he's obviously probably had a gun to his head and someone's made him put that semen on the pictures to frame him. That's what I think anyway. Something like that. But Davidson did want to quickly blame him. That's when it switched to me, where I thought she is definitely trying to sway AC-12 here. But at this moment, I still didn't think she was fully involved in... I didn't think she was fully this big criminal that the episode is making her out to be, even at that moment in time. And then it is confirmed that computers are planted and stuff. And then, yes, so Davidson throws a lot of names into the mix. She is arrested and then let go because they talk to Farida, and Farida is blaming her for everything, stuff like that. You don't quite know what to believe. And you know what this whole sequence up is? Hastings said, "Good God, give me strength. I don't know who to believe." And I just said to the TV screen, me neither. Hastings, me neither. It was just very up in the air. There's a lot of unanswered questions. But the last scene did give a bit away. Now, we do realise here that Davidson, it looks like she's being forced into this. They're using her. They've got stuff on her, evidence on her of some sort. I feel like that's why she had the locks on her door last week, because the organised crime gang know of her whereabouts, know where she is and stuff like that. But I do feel like she's definitely being forced into something here. That's why she was banging on the window, and she doesn't want to do what she's doing, but she's got no choice really. That Ryan Pilkington picked her up from the police station, obviously, and a little burner phone was left there. So looks like she's going to remain in contact with this organised crime unit. And do you know what? I haven't got all the answers here. They're just my little theories. I know they're not really going down no roads. I know there's going to be a lot of people down below who will have many more clever theories than that. But I did want to read this comment out from last week, because I thought you might be onto something there, and I think he is onto something even more now. This is a comment from Jack Knight, and this is what he said. I've got a feeling that Joanne Davidson may be Tommy Hunter's daughter, both Scottish, and the fact that it only showed a pic of her mum may suggest that her dad was out of the picture for some reason. And when Farida, I think it was Farida, said, how come you've never took me to meet your family? She went, I've got no family. Of course he has died. I think he was like the organised crime boss in season 1 and 2, wasn't he? I think he's onto something there. I think that is the best theory I've heard. So Jack, congratulations. Oh, I'm saying congratulations. You might be totally wrong, but I do think that was a very, very clever comment there. What do you think of Jack's comment? I think he's onto something. I think she is definitely related to him in some way, but I think it could be his daughter. And that's why this organised crime gang have got hold of her. The bribing her and stuff like that, because they've got a lot of things involved with her dad. Who knows? Me and Jack might be totally wrong, but I'm with him there. I do think that he might be right. But yeah, I think that's about it. Someone said they feel like Chloe is Tony Gates' daughter. This is a comment from a user called Ro. I don't know, there's definitely something about Chloe. They said in the last episode she's doing so well out there, which made me think there's going to be more to her character. Maybe she's just a new recruit who wants to do well. I don't know, but someone thinks she might be Tony Gates' daughter and she's in there to take revenge on AC-12. Who knows? He might be right. 2 comments to look out for there, really, isn't it? And a lot of people were saying Buckles is definitely going to be involved some sort. I think it's too obvious, because he plays the dumb character and, you know, the not so bright character a little bit too much. I think that's too obvious. I did actually think he might be up to something in the last season or the season before, but it didn't play out like that, and I don't think it's going to play out like that here. But that is just my quick fire thoughts. What did you all think of this episode? Do you think I'm totally wrong? Do you think I'm, you know, some of my theories are correct? What do you think of Jack and Rose's comments there about Chloe and, you know, Davidson's father? Who knows? Anyway, hopefully more will be revealed next week. I think I might be doing next week's episode a day late. I don't think I can watch it the Sunday night, but I will watch it Monday morning and make this video. I might be able to do it Sunday night, but I can't promise anything. I hope you all enjoyed this video, everyone. If you want to comment about this, I will reply to you all, I promise. And throw your theories out there. If you want to discuss amongst each other, feel free. If you want to subscribe, it's up to yourself. This is not a Line of Duty channel. It's more of a movie-based channel where I do talk TV shows as well. If you want to subscribe, it's up to yourself. Thanks so much, everyone. Take it all easy, and I'll see you all in the next video.